Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mindful Mornings. My name is Claudia H. Brady. I am an RYS 200 certified yoga teacher. And it is my pleasure to have you join us today for session 18. Today marks April 24 of 2020. We started this series on April 1st, and this series runs through Monday through Fridays from 9:45 to 10:45. It's provided to you by the Citizen Life. We're coming straight to you from our living room. You may hear odd noises. You may see my kitties and my pets running around, getting a nice stretch along with us. So go ahead and get settled in. Find a nice, comfortable space. Find a seated position. Today we're going to stay grounded through our seated bones. Beautiful. Allow yourself to fidget here, rock your weight side to side. Maybe if you're working on a lotus pose or fire log to open up your hips, go ahead and find whatever space you'd like. There you go. Now, just a simple reminder, today we're going to be using our strap and we're going to be using our block in order to make up the difference for those areas that we need grounding through. We need extra length, extra space. So make sure you get a hold of those, as well as maybe a cushion to sit on, or find rested under your sitting bones if you need that extra incline. You can also sit on your block. Anything that meets the distance really works. As you're ready, go ahead and invite your eyes to come to a close. Let it go. Doesn't matter what we look like. Doesn't matter what's going on around us. Let's allow this space now here to bring our attention inward and allow everything outside of us to start to fade away and fade into the background. Beautiful. Just like that. As you're grounding down through your sitting bones, allow yourself to grow tall through the crown of your head. Elbows are light. Shake them out, hang them loose, let it go. Palms can be pressed down on your knees for grounding. Have you been feeling a little unbalanced? Maybe like your mind is in the clouds, having a hard time embracing the reality around us. Then go ahead and find this mudra of pressing your palms directly on top of the knees and grounding down. If you in another manner need maybe to grow a little bit more and letting go. If maybe you're looking to receive, allow your hands to press up, facing up towards the sky. And find the thumb and the index to press into one another while the other three fingers flare, curl lightly. Allow yourself to be in this space. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Bring our attention to our breath, allowing our full inhale. Just come in as is, whether it's through the nose or the mouth. And exhale through the nose or the mouth, let it go. Lick your lips a couple times here, release the tongue. Lips softly part open, minimal tension in the brow. On our next inhale, allow the belly to bellow out as well. Imagine you are inhaling and blowing up a big balloon. And exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Pressing down through your sitting bones, growing tall through the crown as you inhale. Allowing the belly to expand, allowing the lungs to expand. Imagine yourself kind of just reaching in all ends, in all directions. And exhale, pull the navel up and back towards your spine. Feel the grounding here now. What are you reliant on? And once the core engages, what is it feeling in your belly, in your core? Full inhale, just like that. Exhale, let it go. We're going to find 4 more breaths in this manner. Maybe start to seal up your lips, up to you. And try to match your exhale by engaging that navel. Slowly releasing the air. Full inhale now. Pause. Keep your lungs filled with air here. Expand. Maybe grasp for a little bit more. Maybe just a tad bit more. Once you're ready to exhale, match your inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Maybe let out some more. Maybe the last bits of stale air. Full inhale, just like that. 2 full breaths. Exhale, seal those lips through the nose. Last one, make it your biggest one of today. Exhale, lion's breath. Stick out your tongue, wide jaw. Inhale, go ahead and tuck in your chin as you reach. As you exhale, tuck in your chin. Once you're ready, go ahead and start to blink your eyes open. Try to abstain from looking in front of you, looking at yourself in the reflection if you're sitting in front of a mirror. Once you're ready, allow your head to fall back as you find your full inhale. Take a full breath here. Allow your head to release. Maybe even shake it out if you need to. Exhale, tuck in your chin. This is just the head here. The rest of the spine is wrapped and straight. Inhale, drop your head back. Beautiful. Start blinking your eyes open here. Maybe start adding that sensory as we start to wake up the mind. In case you drifted off into sleep, it's okay. Exhale, tucking your chin. Beautiful. Inhale, drop your head back. Allow movement now to find your way, rocking back and forth from your right ear to your left ear. Now here, abstain from holding your breath. Instead, allow your breath to maybe work through some kinks if there's any tension. Beautiful. Take it nice and slow. Maybe your eyesight is heavy. Once you're ready, exhale and allow that chin to drop towards your neckline and follow the same space here. Now the trick is to keep those shoulders open back and just drop the head. Imagine we are these bobble heads here, and there is no tension whatsoever in the neck or the shoulders in order to keep the head lifted. Instead, we're allowing gravity here to help us find this very gentle stretch, assisted by the gravity and our breath. And maybe even start following your head, tracing it back as you find a full inhale. You start with an inhale and then follow your exhales. Remember, try to match your exhale. Try to elongate it as much as your inhale is. Beautiful. By now, we should be able to allow ourselves to find our inhale as we drop our head back, and to find our exhale as we tuck in our chin. Now remember here, you can find as many breaths as you need in between. This motion can be as slow or as fast as you need to, keeping in mind the length of the breath to be at least 5 seconds. Have some patience here. Take in your last 5 breaths here. We're going to follow with a seated cat and cow. But first, we're going to change the bind here. For the last breath, reverse to coming the opposite direction if you haven't already. Last full inhale. And last full exhale. Find a straight head, a straight spine, drishti, your eyesight facing forward. The chin is in a neutral space, so it's not tucked and it's not lifted. Now if you find that your chin is coming over, then simply press that chin back so the head comes in line with the shoulders. Or try and stack everything into one line. Imagine each section of your body is a stacking Lego block. And today we're going to focus on stacking, starting at the bottom, working our way towards the top. You'll see exactly what I mean. Once you're ready, whichever bind you had here, whichever mudra you had, release your palms down onto the mat, this time spreading wide at the finger webs, making sure you have a grasp onto your knee. Now at this moment, if like me, you choose to have a bolster while we're meditating, then go ahead and press it off to the side and find yourself even on both hips. Beautiful. Now today's practice is all about embracing that strength within us. But in order to find that strength within us, we must first be vulnerable. So there might be some poses where you might find some vulnerability creeping in. It's all part of it. Soon, at the end of class today, you will feel very much powerful as we will go through a series that involves goddess or god pose. Once you're ready, shine your chest forward. Allow your spine to remain here at a curve. Chin is the last thing to tuck in as you press away from your knees. And find a straight spine. Beautiful. Then shine that chest forward as you exhale. Maybe even bell the belly a bit. Tuck in your chin. Find your exhale. Full inhale. You got it. And full exhale. Maybe at this moment you'd like to explore sending your torso to the left or maybe to the right. Send positive energy out there. Seems like somebody is needing it. Reverse your way now, coming the other way around. Beautiful. A couple more times here. Really embrace, maybe even let the head be a part of this movement. Now I highly recommend closing your eyes. This will allow you to move without inhibitions, without thinking, oh gosh, I look silly, and allow you to explore instead. And then that's when we reap the benefits. Finding yourself in a straight spine. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, find your forward fold here. We want to keep the shins bent. Not bent. We want to keep that shin parallel to the mat. The knees bent. Beautiful. Stay grounded here. Inhale, rock onto your fingertips. Listen carefully. Walk your hands over to the right side of the room. Make sure both sitting bones are grounded. And then tuck in your chin and allow that to be the moving sensation as you release your torso down towards the top of that right knee. Now, you want to make sure you're actively grounding through the left armpit down towards the mat. You want to keep both shoulders framed down to the mat. And allow those fingers to spread wide so that the palm can press down onto the mat and even create this suctioning cup. You want to involve those knuckles too. Inhale, rock onto your fingertips. Walk through center, and as you exhale, find your way over to the left side of the room. Make sure you can shine both shoulders down to the mat, and then you tuck in your chin, and then maybe find that connection with the top of your left knee or left thigh. Now remember, when we are sitting in a pose here, we are still finding our long full inhale and long full exhale. Maybe creating very small movements to deepen a little bit further into the space. Now remember, we must let go of the concept of looking silly in order to reap the full benefits of these poses. Inhale, rock onto your fingertips. Find your way through center. This time press away from the mat as you bring your spine into a straight. Beautiful. Grow tall through the crown. Once you're ready, exhale, press those heels towards the front of the room. Shake out your legs if you need to. Maybe you need to flex your heels and flex your toes. Let go of whatever tension you might be holding here. Go ahead and find those hands to press into one another. And once you start to feel that heat, place it right on top of your eyes. Make sure not to press down on your eyes, but rather just cup your eyes. Beautiful. Set an intention now. What do you want class to be like today? What is your goal for today? Your intention, your reason for standing here with me? With that being said, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, find those toes as you reach forward fold. Inhale, half lift, find a straight spine. Beautiful. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap those forearms around the shins. Beautiful. Use those biceps instead of the ears, instead of the shoulders. Use the biceps. Come a little closer. You got it. Just like that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and find your way into a straight spine. Let's come into a down dog. So once you're ready, tuck your toes, press your tailbone up and back towards the back of the room. Allow any movement to happen here in your down dog. Feel free to explore. And once you're ready, right leg presses back behind you, three-legged dog. Now this leg can be as high as you want or simply just hovering off the mat. The distance isn't really what matters. What matters is for both hips to remain framing down to the mat and your toes to be pressing back towards the back wall. Once you're ready, exhale everybody, hug it in towards the chest as we stack those shoulders on top of the hands. Flex your heel and step your foot right where it is. Go ahead and give it a hand. Now, I'm not trying to be funny here. Go ahead and use your hand. Give it a hand. Bring it right underneath your knee here. Feel free to use your block if you need to mark the distance and support until maybe you're able to ground down through the mat as well. Just make sure if you have a block on your right hand, you also have a block on your left in order to find that even distance. Once you're ready, we're going to press off our left foot, find our way into our forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Let's find a straight spine here. Imagine you are drawing half of a rectangle. Beautiful. You got it. Straighten out the back leg. Shine the glutes back behind you. Exhale, forward fold. Just simply melt onto the top of your thighs. Grabbing, grasping, cupping the heel, the calf, or maybe even behind the knees. Wherever you are, inhale, half lift once again. This time, bend at the knees as you dip the hips, the hands reach forward only. Beautiful. Hands reach back behind you, airplane wings. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead as we press away from the mat. Feel that energy in your legs. Biceps behind the ears, find extended mountain. Exhale, draw a line through heart center. Find your mountain as you release your palms right next to you. Close your eyes. Connect here with your mat. We're going to be traveling from the front of the mat to the back of the mat, to opening up to the right side and creating our flow in that way. So make sure you give yourself some time here to ground down. Maybe even close your eyes and explore the sensation. Making sure that the full ball and the heel are grounded down onto the mat. If you're not sure if that's happening, then go ahead and flare your toes. Peel your toes up off the mat. And at this moment, you'll feel your instep activate. There you feel the sole of your foot, which is what we see when we walk in the sand. You feel the ball and the heel. Beautiful. The other spaces are just there to find that space. Now, release your toes down onto the mat. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, find your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Bend both knees. Right leg presses back behind you. Let's find our runner's lunge. Ground down through both palms. Find your left leg back behind you. Three-legged dog. Stay here with your leg lifted and shift forward or ground it down. Exhale, everybody, with your knees down or lifted. Come into a half push-up. Press off your toes as you peel open and forward, up dog. And exhale, press your tailbone up and back as you roll over your toes. We're gonna do that 3 more times here. When you're ready, left leg presses back behind you. Exhale, hug it in. Ground it down. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, find that full shoulder rotation as you press away from the right leg, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right away, find your chair. Find your arms to swing back behind you, torso stays as is. Then sweep your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees generously. Find now the left leg to press back behind you. Coming into a runner's lunge. Inhale, arms reach up, crescent. And exhale, ground down through the mat. Press your right leg back behind you, finding three-legged dog. Ground it down or keep it floated, shifting forward, everybody, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Beautiful. Now remember, we have our variations. We have our chaturanga with our knees down. We have our low cobra with the torso down on the mat. We have our assisted push-up, tabletop, rolling over our toes for tabletop, and owie. That knee's still giving me a little trouble. Now remember, full inhale and full exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale. Right leg presses back behind you. Exhale, hug it in. Ground it down. Inhale, arms reach up. And swing back around. Press off your left toes. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Right away. Find your chair. Airplane wings. Palms sweep up overhead. Extended mountain. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Right leg presses back behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, find that full rotation. Press your left leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Float it or ground it down. Everybody, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, down dog and or child's pose. You got it. Last time. Once you're ready, left leg presses back behind you. Exhale, hug it in towards the chest. Ground it down. Inhale, arms reach up. Find your warrior one. It's okay, Billy. It's okay. Somebody knocked and she got scared. We'll give her a chance to relax on down. Find that full rotation of your shoulder blades and press off the right toes, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, find your chair right away. Inhale, find your airplane wings. Lift your eyes. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Press the left leg back behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, drop your heels. Find your warrior one. Beautiful, you got it. Now I know there's no distractions here, but remember, full inhale, full exhale. Stay strong. There you go. Once you're ready, find that full rotation of the shoulder blades, ground down. Right leg presses back behind you. Once you're ready, shift forward, exhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Yeah. And exhale, find your down dog. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop your knees if you need to. Take in some water if you need to. Find 3 breaths wherever you want to. We're going to come into our full flow. Now keep in mind that we're going to do both sides on the same flow. We're not going to find our Surya Namaskar, our sun salutation until the end, as well as our chaturanga. They're going to be split. If you were here for yesterday's session, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We've been opening up to open wide-legged forward fold. So that's kind of about what we're gonna do. Once you're ready, swallow whole if you've taken some water. Find your full breath. And once you're ready to go, meet me in a down dog. Now remember, there are modifications and variations. There are binds available. So this is the time for you to put everything that you learned to use. Once you're ready, left leg presses back behind you, 3-legged dog. Stack the left hip on top of the right, bend at the knee, and reach for opposite glute. Listen very careful. We're going to create circles with our left knee. Starting as we meet the right knee and open back behind us. Do about 3 of those. And then go ahead and reverse the motion as we drop the left knee and then open up to the left side. Do that as well 3 times. And once you're ready, hug it in towards your chest and ground it down. Listen carefully. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, find your warrior one as you drop your right heel. Beautiful, we're almost there. Draw a line through heart center. And drop the left elbow in line with the left knee. Beautiful. This is a space where you can find your bind. Keep your strap on your right hand as you bind right underneath your thigh. Maybe some of us are working on getting both hands to touch right behind your hips for paradise, birds of paradise. Or maybe you'd rather stay here working on the space and the length. Maybe even use your block to find that space. This is good if you're working on maybe one day doing a half moon, stacking both shoulders on top of one another. Stacking both hips on top of one another. Beautiful. Now listen carefully wherever you are. Both hands come down to the inside of the left leg. And this is where we're going to open up. Now, our back leg is already at a diagonal. We're going to do just the same here as we pivot on our heel. Now listen carefully. I know what you're thinking. Oh, we're doing a wide-legged forward fold. No. So take a hold here out of your half lift. Once you're ready, pivoting on your toes, lift your heels and bring them closer to one another. Beautiful, there you go. Now, inhale, half lift, and exhale, bend at the knees. Give a nice little bend. Here you have the space, maybe change the length and the distance between your heels. Once you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead, finding our star pose. Now, if your tailbone is still reaching out here at this moment, go ahead and press those hips forward as we activate the glutes. Beautiful. Your shoulders should be still. Peel back behind the ears. Spread those fingers wide here. Feel free to look up. Shine like a star, having those 5 points. You're even reaching through the crown of your head. Beautiful. And we're going to give ourselves to explore each space once before we flow through it. So this is the time when we get to explore. Beautiful. Go ahead. Find opposite elbow. Go ahead. Find your star. Inhale. Find opposite elbow. Inhale, star. Find opposite elbow, bend at the knee. Inhale, press your way up. Find your star. Opposite elbow, bend at the knee. Listen carefully. Reach past your knee down to the mat with a straight spine for opposite shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up. Find your full star. Bend at the elbows, bend the knees. Release your hands and reach for opposite shoulders as you find a half forward fold. Beautiful. Press away from the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Maybe this time, lift the heels. Exhale, heels down. Bend your knees. Reach for opposite shoulder. And find your way up one more time. Maybe look up, test your balance. Exhale. Listen carefully. We're going to find here our star. Then we're going to pivot on the left heel to look back behind us. Beautiful. The distance we're going to keep. It should be about 3 inches here in line. Both feet stagger. The heels are in line, but the toes are kind of flaring out a little bit. Now the right toes are tracking forward. Bump both hips forward. Bump both shoulders forward. You'll feel your thighs press into one another. Grow tall through the crown. Inhale, arms reach up. Interlace at the thumb only. The biceps remain behind the ears. Once you're ready, tuck in your chin. Try and see if you can meet forehead to knee. Now, once your hands release down onto the mat, you can separate them if you need to. You can bend the knee if you need to, forehead to knee. You can find a deeper distance here. Wherever you are, find your full breath. Tuck in that chin. Imagine your point of view, your drishti is right at your belly button. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With a straight spine, slowly coming right back up. Beautiful. Don't release the bind and take a big step now, coming into a warrior 1. Open up, warrior 2. Bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to go ahead and do the same space that we did here on the other side. Beautiful. So just commit. What did you do on the other side? Maybe created a bind. Birds of paradise. Are we working on that? Maybe you're working on a half moon and you brought a block under you. Working on that core, lifting up through the core. Stacking both shoulders. Wherever you are, both hands cartwheel down through center. This time pivoting the right and the left heel. Frame forward towards the front of your mat. Beautiful. Press off your right toes, find your forward fold. And this is where we're going to find our vinyasa. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, find your chair. Find your airplane wings. And sweep your arms up, root to rise. And swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Ground down through the palms. Right leg presses back. Left leg follows three-legged dog. And exhale, shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop your knees if you need to. Go ahead and take in some water. You got 3 full breaths here. Find your space. Reach for that 5-second inhale, 6-second inhale. Take a pause at the top here. Beautiful. Match the exhale. Just like that. I know your heart's beating. It just means you're alive. Get it back under control. There you go. Once you're ready, make your way into a down dog. Take in some water if you need to. Now, for sake of facing the direction of the TV, we're going to be doing our right side, so I'm going to be facing this way. But it's just for sake of facing you when we come into that mid-flow. So once you're ready, find your way into a down dog. Beautiful. Once you're ready, right leg presses back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, hug it in towards the chest. Ground it down. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, find your warrior one. Inhale, grow tall through the crown. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Reach opposite ends of the room. Warrior two. Beautiful. Reach forward. And we're going to reverse. Listen carefully. Bend into that front knee. Both hands cartwheel through center. Once you have a hold or you combine, find your hands on heart center. Pivot on that right heel. Find a half lift. Beautiful. Now pivot on your toes. Bring those heels closer together. Once you're ready, bend those hips nice down. And sweep your arms up towards the sky, finding star. Exhale, find goddess. This time, elbows come out. We're going to stay here. So allow your weight to shift forward, side to side. Making sure those heels are right underneath your knees. We're working on opening up the knees. Beautiful. Inhale, find star. And exhale, come into goddess. Hold. Inhale, star. This time, finding our movement. Reach for opposite shoulders. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, opposite hand reaches for the opposite shoulder. Beautiful. Stack the other one on top. And then one more time. Find your way into a star and hold. You got it. This time, find your hands overhead. Pivot on your right heel. On your left heel. Look forward. Beautiful. So now our left leg is forward. And we're looking at the back of the mat. Our distance should be here just the same as for triangle pose. Once you're ready, tucking your chin around your spine. Try and see if you can meet forehead to knee. Now, if your hands are close to the mat, you can release them down for support. Maybe wrap them around your calf. Maybe you're working on a reverse prayer, hands. What is your bind here? What is your expression? Maybe grow a little bit more. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly coming out how we came in. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and allow both hands to reach down to the mat as we reach the right leg back behind us. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior one. Beautiful. Open up, warrior two. And this time, reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Ooh. Both hands cartwheel to the inside of your left leg. Coming through center, pivoting on the heels. Now, pivot on your toes. Find those heels closer to one another. Inhale, arms sweep up. Find star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Lift the right heel. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Left heel. Inhale, star. Goddess. Both heels. Inhale, star. And last time, both heels. Reach down. Find your star. Beautiful. Last two. And last one. Find your star, release your heels. Now, we're gonna slowly find our forward fold, but first we must hinge and release our heels a little bit further than our toes. Find our hands down to our hips with a straight spine. Find your forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Ground down, the right hand down to the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. Find your bind if you need to. Release the left hand down onto the mat. Switch it up. Find the same expression. Once you're ready, release the right hand down into the mat and frame forward. Press off the right toes, left toes, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, find your chair. Airplane wings. And extended mountain. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Left leg presses back. Right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And listen carefully, everybody, down dog. Heels high, knees low. Jump to the outside of your palms. Coming into Malasana. Beautiful. Now you want to drop your tailbone down towards the mat. Now you should feel your pelvic floor engaged. Beautiful. Maybe here create a bind if you've been working on one. Other leg crows. Anybody trying crow lately? Any inversions? Wherever you are, bring your hands back. Well, we're going to do it this way. We're going to bring our right hand back behind us, right close to the glutes. And then we're going to lift our left arm up in the sky. Beautiful. Come through center. This time, left hand. Right next to the glutes. Inhale, arms reach up. Press the hips up. Let's do that one time on each side. Find your full expression. Release right hand behind you. Slowly come back through center. Release the left hand behind you. And slowly come down through center. This time, find both hands back behind you. Release your hips down. Press your legs long towards the front of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, find your forward fold. Now we're gonna come into a nice final rinse. But we wanna go ahead and open those hips too. So go ahead and find your heels at opposite glutes. We want to kind of stack the knees at center. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that's what we're shooting for. That's what we're aiming for. And one of these days, with persistence, with practice, and with breath, we'll find this happen. Maybe you're already finding the benefits of that. Once you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Invite the right hand, or the opposite as is on the top knee, to come onto that top of the knee. And find that right hand, that left hand back behind you as you spin open to the left side of the room. Now some of you may have found it the other way around, so just make sure that the top knee is opposite to the hand, that it's twisting. Beautiful. Now we want to find that rinse starting at the core. So imagine your spine is a towel, and we're trying to rinse out all the water. So remain tall through the crown and slowly unwind. Once you're ready, release the bind of your legs and find that top leg now to be at the bottom. We're gonna match exactly what we did on the other side. First, make sure both sitting bones are grounded down. Heels are right next to your glutes as much as possible. Those knees are stacked. When you're ready, inhale, arms reach up. Remember, opposite of the bent knee, find that twist. This time we open up to the right side of the room. Find that right hand back behind you towards your low back. In order to give you more of a little tripod stance, something to hold on to twist. And slowly, organically unwind. Release your legs long, let it go. And find those legs to come even wider than before. The heels press down onto the mat. Toes reaching up towards the sky at all times. Once you're ready, press those palms down towards forward. Imagine you're rolling a pin. And slowly tuck in your chin. Find space here. Now stack each vertebra at a time. Take your time. Drag your hands if you need to. Press away if you need to. Full inhale. Exhale, press away. Once you have met your distance, tuck in your chin, drop your head, let it go. Stay here. One full breath in pose. Full exhale, let it go. Next inhale lifts us up. Last time, exhale, forward fold. Full inhale in pose. Full exhale in pose. Inhale, roots us to rise. Beautiful. Now, we're going to finish today with a fire in pose here before we make our way to a dead man. So find your way sitting on your shins. Heels right next to the glutes, tops of the feet press down into the mat. Those knees are together. Now if it hurts to bend into those knees, then go ahead and find that block or the pillow right underneath you instead, and frame the heels around your glutes. Today we're going to end today's session with a fiery breath. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to find your spine straight and erect, your shoulders peeled back, your chest shining forward, and just release those palms towards the top of the knees. Beautiful. You want to allow your biceps to frame your chest. And you want to give that space of the belly. Now, I want just to remind you that the inhale is automatic. So all we have to focus is the exhale. The exhale is going to be in this manner. Once you're ready, find your full inhale. The exhale is going to be through the nose, through the mouth, my apologies, and it's going to sound like a shh sensation. And at the same time that I am shh, I am pulling my navel up and back towards the spine. Now we want to keep a straight spine, and that's why our hands are here for support, because we want to avoid doing this on our spine. Instead, we allow our belly to bellow out big, and exhale. In that manner. So just imagine a frog and how it bellows its belly and then presses it out. And that's how we're going to end today. We're going to do 10 breaths like that, taking our time to get to know, and then we're going to do double time it. And my producer here is going to clap 10 times for us. So go ahead and turn up the music a little bit. Yogis, get ready. Not so much. Yogis, get ready. Lick your lips if you have to. Find a straight spine. Full breath, full inhale. Fill those lungs. Remember, we're going to exhale through the mouth. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, beautiful. Go ahead, release, let it go. Let go any tension. Find a full inhale again. We're going to do it double time, so it's going to sound. Okay, so just like that. Let's do it together. Are you ready? Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Good job. Once you're ready, release your glutes down onto the mat. Allow your legs to grow long. Arms come wide. And find your dead man pose. Go right away. Go right into it. 1 whole minute. Go through that mental scan. Release your third eye, your brow, your eyes. Release your jaw. Inhale, full breath, full belly. And exhale, let it fall as it may. Beautiful. Now the belly is nice and long and full and happy. Let it be. Release the tension on your next inhale of your hips. Let it go. Thighs open up. Toes fall out wide. Let it go. Finding 3 full breaths here. Let me hear. Full inhale. Full exhale. 2 more. Full inhale. Full exhale. Last one. Full inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Stick out your tongue, wide jaw. Come back to life. Find your glutes. Your seated thumbs grounded down. And I'd just like to leave you with this thought. Especially through this series. Let me get some water before I do. Especially through this series was inspired in light of COVID-19 and the stay-at-home order that we're here in Seattle, Washington, but I know a lot of the countries, it's a pandemic-wide series that is happening here, the virus, and I'd like to leave you with this thought in mind. As all the craziness happens, as all the things that you just never thought or believed you would be a part of, all the craziness that is happening. Today was all about grounding, about allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and what you have to receive from that. How we're able to change our perspective. So when you're having a hard time realizing what is reality, what is true, what is a sick dream, pinch me, let's wake up. Take some moment to think. You are where you are meant to be at this moment. You are doing what you are meant to be doing at this moment. Reciting in the present will allow you to reside in unlimited joy. So regardless of where you think you should be right now, you're exactly where you need to be. Regardless of what you feel you should be doing right now, maybe you feel you have all this free time so you should be active. It's okay to just be. And in this moment, when it's hard to reside in the present, when we all want to know what is going to happen in the future, allow yourself to take in the little things around you that make you smile. There you'll find the unlimited joy. Closing with a single breath. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, bow down to today's practice. My name is Claudia Brady, and it truly is my pleasure for you to invite me and allow me to come into your living room every weekday from 9:45 to 10:45. Thank you to my co-producer, who is actively here every day helping me figure this out. This series is brought to you by the Citizen Life. We'll see you Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Namaste.